I'm not dead. That sounds like something interesting. And I'm telling you, it doesn't get any prettier than this. What you're looking at is Lake County, Oregon. One of the biggest counties in the state of Oregon, and yet it also is one of the least populated counties. And we are here for the next 5 days, bringing you stories of the area. We're gonna show you winter sports. They have a snow hill that is only 8 miles from downtown Lakeview. Right out here, this is where the geyser is. And we came in and we saw it going off. It was shooting up and doing its thing. But as you can see, they've had some snow. A lot of it's gone now. And we are, as I said, we're going to introduce you. We're going to take you snowshoeing. We're going to take you snowmobiling. We're going to take you downhill skiing. Hi guys. Welcome to Exploring in the Backstories. Now we're on the Exploring page. I'm Rick Dancer.
And I'm Kathy Dancer, and we're here at Warner Canyon Ski Area, and we're actually on the Warner Mountains right now.
And we weren't supposed to get a signal, but we did. So that's why we're here, and I haven't written very much on there. I'll fill in all the other stuff later, but we're brought to you by, we're here because of Toyota and your local Toyota dealers. Their motto is, let's go places, and we're taking you places because of Toyota. And the Lake County Chamber of Commerce, their motto is, kick off your boots and stay a while. So we're staying for 5 days. We're going to bring you a bunch of stories from up here. I'm so excited because we didn't think this was going to happen. We're going to show you some of the most beautiful territory, but I want to introduce you to a couple of people first.
Hi, I'm Ann Crumrine.
She's the treasurer of the county. We didn't know we were with royalty. But on the side, so tell people about snowshoeing.
So snowshoeing is a great way to just get outside and get fresh air and go wherever you want. Your snowshoes will let you get anywhere. You don't need a trail. You don't need, I mean, we got to ride the lift, which was amazing. But,
yeah, we cheated a little.
We did cheat, but you can go wherever you want on snowshoes. Get out and go.
And you said you do this because you lose your mind and find your soul?
Yes, get out into the forest.
I love that. I'm going to keep that for my motto here. Okay. So where are we? What section are we in?
So we are on the west side of the Warner Mountains. We're looking at the Goose Lake Valley. So we're looking west here, and we can see, like when we're higher, we can see Mount Shasta, we can see Cougar Peak, we can see Grizzly, and we're just right above the town of Lakeview. We're probably 5 miles from the town of Lakeview.
All right, so come over here, Kathy. Introduce us to our other guest. Hi. There you go.
So you can.
Snowshoes make this complicated.
Yeah, we only have so much room for our feet. So
Hi.
Here we're with
Jamie Davis.
And so Jamie, so you're also into the whole, and did you grow up in this area?
I did not. I've been here 12 years and enjoy it.
And so why are you here, and why, tell us what's so great about being in Lakeview and why you love living here.
I definitely love living here. There's premier outdoor recreational opportunities here without wait, without trying to find a parking spot, like in other places too, and a lot of great people to spend time doing outdoor recreation with.
So now you mentioned that you have a daughter.
I do.
And that she loves kind of the whole thing up here in the mountains too. So can you kind of talk about that a little?
Sure. We spend most of our time up here when the ski hill is open, and she learned how to ski here, and she's 10 years old. And what's really incredible about that is she's able to be out here independently skiing with her friends, finds me at lunch, and then is ready to go home when the ski lift shuts down, which is unique because that is an opportunity we could do when we go to larger ski areas.
Kind of stuff. So anyway, I'm going to show you views of the valley as we're going, and I've been using my tongue to turn this around because it's so cold. We want to keep walking, and then I'm going to get rid of you guys because we want to have some fun too. All right, so we're going to look out. There is the Warner Valley. we'll just follow you guys. Let's go ahead and walk. Look out there. Oh my gosh. Just stunning. Beautiful. There you go. There you go. Great way to end this. All right, you guys. Again, follow us. Join us. We'll be back this afternoon from town with a little bit more on some other aspects of we're going to be downhill skiing tomorrow. And what else are we doing? Oh gosh, we're here for days. And we're going to be at Summer Lake Hot Springs on Monday. So anyway, there you go. That's it. Pretty nice, huh? All right, we'll see you guys later. Thanks for joining us. We really do love doing what we do. It's just fun to, I'm an Oregonian, and it's fun to show off my home. So, and I'll tell you what, after you spend a little time in rural Oregon, this really is my home. All right, have a good day. We'll see you guys at 1:30 or so, okay? Tune in. All right, I'm so glad we got you live. All right, bye-bye.
What I will tell you, about our food is that we prepare everything from scratch. So we make sure we hire people that have the passion for making food. That's one of the ingredients. The other one, we make sure that our recipes, they use the ingredients that we tell them to use. And before we put it into the market, we make sure we test, try it. What I love about this business is the people. I'm a people person, so I love to interact with people.
Every month, Ranchito Grill teams up with Rick Dancer TV to give away 2 free dinners to some lucky winner. All you got to do is go into Ranchito Grill, have dinner, fill out your name, your phone number. We'll draw once a month and call you and let you know right here on the show if you are the winner.
Hi, I'm Rick Dancer.
And I'm Kathy Dancer.
Welcome to Exploregon. We are in Lake County, and we're at the Warner Canyon ski area. There's your skis for the day.
So we just want to get the word out.
A lot of people that are here that volunteer to make this a pretty unique place to grow up skiing.
Everything here at Warner Canyon is volunteer.
We want to thank the folks at Les Schwab for sponsoring our show, because their motto is doing the right thing matters. And that's what you're going to find a lot in Lake County. People doing the right thing because it matters. That's what community is all about. And really, honestly, that's what the ski area is about.
What we've heard throughout the last few days is just how important the ski hill has been to this community and kind of a reflection of who they are.
So how many places do you go where you find a ski lodge in a hill like this with a chairlift that's not owned by a corporation or a company or somebody who's very wealthy? This is owned by the community. And here to talk with us, why don't you go that way, Connie? This is Mike. Mike, what's your last name?
Mike Saban, yes.
And your family has a little bit of history here.
Yeah, we've been skiing here since about 1951 when my parents first moved here. This is Madeline Wolf. This is my granddaughter. She's 3.5.
Say hi.
She's the 4th generation of our family that skied at Warner Canyon ski area, so we're pretty excited about that.
Everybody, your dad was really involved in this place.
Yeah, my dad was a past president in 1970 when we actually installed the T-bar. We originally had 3 rope tows, and my brother and I have both been past presidents of this area, and we're fortunate that we have a triple chairlift now in operation, and we have just a wonderful ski area here, and a great lodge, and a great bunch of volunteers.
You guys start them young.
We start them young.
How soon after the womb do they get on skis?
As soon as they can walk. But ski school is ages 5 through 18. So, but we welcome anybody.
That hill is I guess to us being parents, it's the biggest babysitter in the world. Everybody knows everybody up there, so we can go drop our kids off, and she finds a group of friends and takes off all day long.
Because I love what this means to Lake County. It's a place that people can bring their kids. Nobody worries about their kids. You could actually drop your kids off and leave and come back, and somebody would make sure that they found their way home.
There's snow everywhere. Yeah, there's snow everywhere, and you'll go very fast.
The people that are really ready to try something else and not stand in line for the ski hill forever, they can get on the lifts and do 20 runs in the whole day and not have to worry about waiting in line after you buy your ticket. We just want to give them another experience. We just want to invite them here, have them, do some of our winter recreational sports and see what they think. Just spend a weekend here and enjoy it.
$35 a lift ticket.
Yes.
Where in the world can you get that?
The ski hill is the second oldest ski area in the state of Oregon. Only Timberline Lodge is older than Warner Canyon, and we opened in the 30s and have been here ever since, operating strictly on volunteer labor, and so we're very proud of what we have here. It really has enhanced the quality of this little community that we call home.
Because you really, when you're talking about community, your county assessor is the guy who grooms the mountain.
Yeah,
and
that's
turns
true.
on the chairlift.
Yes, that's true.
So I'm here with Carrie Rucker, and you're the general manager at Les Schwab here in town.
Correct, I'm the store manager.
So you guys are one of our sponsors, so I'm glad I ran into you. So you guys this is all about what you are about, community.
Communities, getting involved in the community. And
so what do you guys do in terms of Les Schwab? What kind of stuff do you guys sponsor?
We're really active in supporting the local school, the athletics, the FFA, the 4-H. We get involved in everything that we can locally to help build the community.
Because this place is what people might not, from not around here, might not understand how important this is. Even if you don't ski, this is a place you're going to be.
Yeah, this is where, if you look out in the parking lot of here, everybody in town is here today. They're on the hill, they're having fun at the back of their pickups, they're inside eating here. It's a place that the community gathers and builds a community, a stronger community.
So does Les Schwab pray for snow?
We pray for snow in numerous ways. Just to sell tires and to get the ski hill open here. That's huge for this community. So.
I just got a new Tacoma pickup from Toyota. I might need some tires on that, some nice ones.
Well, I can definitely help you out. So when we're done with this, we can go down to the store.
Okay. All right. Thanks, Gary.
I love that story that was told by somebody in this community about how the families, when they were, I think it was the T-bar, that the families would come out and dig a hole for each
family was assigned a tower location, and each family was responsible for digging that hole for the placement of the towers, and that I believe was in 1971.
Wow. Yeah.
So now we also heard a funny story about the old lodge and how it burned down. Do you want to repeat that one?
Well, so as legend has it, the old lodge was actually north at the end of the parking lot there from where the existing lodge is now, and it burned down, and the story has it that there was a porcupine that was crossing the highway, and a couple guys got out and lit that porcupine on fire, and he crawled under the lodge and it burned down.
So it's kind of the porcupine won, didn't he?
He did. Yeah, so he got even with everybody there, but...
And the guy was prosecuted, but for burning down the lodge, today he'd be prosecuted for burning the porcupine.
That's true.
There'd be a double whammy there.
It was probably, in hindsight, it was one of the best things that happened, because we now have a much nicer, larger lodge, and it works very well for us.
So this mountain says community.
Absolutely, and it truly just defines kind of who we are as a community, and really the definition of being a volunteer is Warner Canyon Ski Area, because it wouldn't be here without all the community effort, all the support from our county commissioners, and just the support from everybody, and it is truly a wonderful family area.
What we offer is a source of news that can be trusted. It's in an era where everybody's trying to be the first to get the news out. We actually do some research and talk to the sources and get the story and all the details behind the story.
We're that blue-collar neighborhood, great place to eat. It's one of those, you hear the old story. If you want to know a great place to eat, stop at the local gas station. The old days, you'd roll down your window and, where do I get a great burger, a great steak? I'm gonna go grab some roasts and bring them out, and we're gonna cut some steaks. We don't get anything that's been frozen or shrink wrapped. So it comes to us fresh in a big primal and never frozen. And that's really adds to the flavor, and the juices are a lot more prevalent there. We want to make sure that we get the product after 28 days and then bring it into our back door, and we can age it then more if we need to, or less, but we get a much fresher product. So that all of our steaks are at least 1 inch thick. Nothing more frustrating than going to a steakhouse and getting a kind of thin steak. I grew up in a community where there was lots of hunting, and my dad just loved to be a butcher, so he would go in and work with the local meat processor there, learn to cut, and he just showed me, and just from cutting game. So we grind all of our own burger each day. So I think Centennial Steakhouse is defined by the fresh cut USDA choice. We take it and we have seasoning that we've had that's been in existence for over 50 years. Again, it's from back my hometown, and we put on a really good hot grill and serve to you on a warm plate, and a nice cold salad, big portions, and keep it simple, but keep it really good quality, good product.
Well, good afternoon. Welcome to Get Real with Rick Dancer, and we are at Emerald TMS, it's a new treatment in Eugene for depression. And this is Michael, and he's a brave man, willing to come on and talk about his situation. And this happens to be his last treatment. So you've had how many treatments, Michael? Do you know?
I think this will be my 36th. For me, it really was from the beginning as if the things I did and the things I thought were like sand on a beach. Before it starts stimulation that happens in your brain allows it to be like new decisions are made. You can, instead of walking in the ruts, the machine's blown the sand a bit, and now it's not exactly clear that you have to go. You can choose a new way, and I found that to be true just from the first week or two. My mind works more efficiently now. I don't have to go through so many ruminations and thoughts to get on with the things that I really want to happen.
I'm glad you're feeling better.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Credibility is huge. I mean, you put the facts together and you tell the story, the complete picture, then that builds your credibility. Trust is key, because if they don't trust what it is that you're doing every single week, then they're not going to subscribe to the paper, they're not going to buy the paper, they're going to look for other sources to find the news that they want.
So we're going to introduce you to somebody right now. Come here, Dwayne. Tell them your name.
Hi, I'm Dwayne Graham, owner here at Summer Lake Hot Springs.
So tell us about this. What's going on here? So when did you buy it?
I bought it in 1997, and it was a little RV park, a family-run business.
No cabins.
No cabins, a little RV park and campground, and then there was the day use for the hot mineral pool behind us.
So I was reading up a little bit on that, and it's one of the most greenest hot soaks, it says. Can you kind of explain about that?
We don't mean the water. Okay? We don't mean the water.
The water is not green. The water is nice. It's full of silica, which is a real soft kind of mineral. So it feels like talcum powder when you get out. But I think the green is we're talking about the building construction techniques and using cleaners and stuff that are friendly to the environment and stuff.
Okay. And also, even once we get to the cabins, I know you guys use a lot of the thermal, or how you heat the cabins and stuff as part of that too.
Right. So these tubs have been built in the last 8 or 9 years, and it's just one of the springs we divert. We built these little rock tubs for soaking outside with, you can see the stars at night, and each ones at a little bit different temperature as well.
So back in the day, and they still believe there's some healing properties in this water, is that right?
Right. Well, I think hot springs over the course of time have been known for that. And as sources, there's a couple of different springs here that source at like 100. One's 118 degrees. Other one that feeds bathhouse is 115. And so each one's a little different, and depending on the size of the tub. Well, they've been here for like thousands of years. This was all under 200 feet of water a long time ago as part of the Great Basin. And then there were just like these mud pits. The cowboys and early settlers, Indians used to come here all the time. So now they've been collected in a couple of pipes and then just piped into the bathhouse there.
It looks like it.
So here's one.
Oh, wow. Okay, so so how hot is that?
That's about 115. Wow. Where it comes in this pipe and this one over here. And then it just collects it, and there's a lower pipe down here that feeds over into the mineral pool.
So then you use the geothermal to heat the houses, the cottages?
It flows into a cistern, and then one of the springs gets pumped up, and we use Wurzbow tubing through the concrete floors, and then it just heats that mass of concrete. So it stays really warm all the time.
How many cottages, how many cabins do you have for rent?
So we have 10 little one-bedroom cabins. Most of them have 2 beds in them, and they all have kitchens and bathrooms and showers, except for 2. 2 of them don't have showers. And so these are all just 2x6 construction.
Oh, wow. Yeah, this is really cool. Oh, man. So look at that, and there's your view, guys. Right there. So you got 2 beds.
We have a little nook right here, and then a bedroom over here.
And then here's your kitchen.
Right.
God, that's really nice. And where's the bed? Oh, then there's a separate bedroom in this one. That's cool. King bed in here, and then a really nice tiled shower in here. Wow. So you guys also have some, tell us about the beams up here.
There's a lot of these beams that were on the land. They came from the flour mill built in Paisley in the 1800s. So over in the valley, they just would have been sawdust had they been laying around. But it's so dry out here, they stay good for a long time. So we just use them as accents and
structure, because out here you got a beam out there. So
some of them are structural. They're all pretty solid still.
So you're a native Eugenian. At least you came from here.
I grew up in Virginia on the East Coast and moved to Eugene in the early 80s.
Is that why you are so environmentally conscious about
maybe
everything?
Maybe
it kind
so.
of got rubbed off on you?
Yeah, Eugene's known for that, right?
So tell me one other thing. I want to show people something out here. So you guys, you can't see it right now, but right out here when it's not foggy, what is that called?
It's called the Paisley Caves.
So the Paisley Caves are right out here, and a Eugene professor found a lot of artifacts out there, including the oldest human turd.
Right, which we like to call coprolites around here.
That's the kinder word.
Yeah, that's the kinder way.
So why is that significant?
Well, significance was the oldest human DNA. It was like 14,400 years old, and it pushed everything back over 1,000 years to when they thought humans were first in this area. So it's really the oldest human DNA in all of North or South America, the whole Western Hemisphere.
And it's just found right in your backyard.
Yeah, right out there.
So are there can you hike out there? Or are there other things to
it's all on the Summer Lake Wildlife Refuge. It's all BLM land out here.
So
you can
actually,
hike.
speaking of that, how much land is here? Do you have here?
On this property is 145 acres now.
So what makes it special? Why do people come here, do you think?
The hot water and just the space, but mainly the water. That's kind of the foundation of it all. I had a few of these different springs tested, and they were all totally different mineral contents, and they just surface within hundreds of feet of one another. But yeah, the water, and to get away from, the cities now. and get out. You see the stars at night out here. Like so many people come out and they see the Milky Way for the first time. Okay. So these are Pumice Creek cabins. The walls are about a foot thick, double cage of rebar, and we use pumice from the Crater Lake eruption. We had it sent here, and then we batched it all on site. And so pumice is just lightweight in nature, a lot of entrapped air. And then by the time we have the walls, which are about a foot thick, and stucco.
So that's just pumice with stucco on the outside of it.
Right, it's a lightweight concrete. There's a little place you can see where I hit it with the backhoe, and you can see what the walls are.
Oh, these are cool.
Right here.
Oh,
and here's another one of those beams.
So you guys see how this is the inside, so the air gets trapped in here, creating a natural insulation. So that's pumice from the Crater Lake eruption?
Right, came from South Shamal Pumice Company.
And then this is just stucco on the outside. Can we look inside?
Sure.
Yes, hold on just a second. Look here. God, this is cool. This feels like the Southwest.
It does. Yeah, it's kind of that mix. I'm just going to go there.
Oh, yeah. Oh, cool. Yeah. Very nice. Okay.
It is warm and cozy in here.
Yeah, this is really cool. So you got your little bed area over here, you guys. You're sitting out looking out at the mountains. Nice little couches in here. Got a separate bedroom over here so 4 people could come. Like that. Lots of light. And a nice bathroom in here. Isn't that cool? Oh, a nice shower too. Tiled, everything. And you got a view of the bathhouse right there, out your bathroom window. I really like the way you use the wood and stuff.
Yes.
It's really nice.
It has more wood that came from the flour mill in Paisley.
Up here?
That was on the land, right.
So what's the one thing you want people to remember about this place?
The one thing?
Yeah.
Well, the nature aspects of it and the hot water. That's the biggest thing.
I think it's for me, like, Kathy, don't you think it's a solitude?
Yeah, definitely. It's the solitude, and it's like, it's so peaceful and quiet out here that you have time to think, you know, get your thoughts, and it's just, you kind of get away from the hustle and bustle, and yeah, it's very relaxing and healing.